Hey guys, what's going on? Chris Kennedy here coming at you with another college football related video. And today I want to talk Alabama's A-Day game. Some of my thoughts and some of my takeaways. And you have to take it with a grain of salt because there were a lot of starters that didn't even suit up for this game. And some guys like Malachi Moore, John Mechie, that didn't even participate in the spring. So you're not going to get all the answers, obviously. But I think after watching things today, we got some. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. But before I do that, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I love talking college football. It's fun to do. And any type of support you could give me would be greatly appreciated. So I think the big thing people wanted to see was how Bryce Young was going to look. Bryce Young, the projected starter coming in there replacing Mac Jones. Is he going to be more confident than what he looked like last year? Is he going to have command of the offense? Is he going to be able to lead these guys? I know there was some talk before this game that Paul Tyson was looking really good and Paul Tyson might be able to challenge that starting spot, but after seeing what I saw today, there is clear separation between Paul Tyson and Bryce Young. Bryce Young can do things that Paul Tyson can't. And I'm not saying that Paul Tyson is a bad quarterback. I'm not saying that at all. He'd probably be starting for a lot of Power 5 teams. But Bryce Young is just more talented. He's going to be the guy they go with. I think the real competition is between maybe Paul Tyson and Jalen Milroe, who didn't play today. I think that might be more of the story than the story between Bryce and Paul Tyson. So I liked what I saw from Bryce. I just thought he looked awesome out there. I thought he looked really athletic. He missed some throws, but made some really good throws as well and looked more relaxed than what I saw last year. And I'm sure last year had a lot to do with the fact that he didn't get spring. So it was all still new to him. He's a little bit more comfortable. He's been able to learn and grow a little bit more. But there's no question about it. I think Bryce Young is going to be the starting quarterback come the fall. Second takeaway I wanted to see how J.C. Latham and Tommy Brockemeyer would play with that second team offense. I know just a few weeks ago they were moved up the second team and it was because they were performing well. So I wanted to see how they matched up against that defense. I'll tell you right now, they got a long way to go. I saw Tommy Brockemeyer, who lined up at left tackle, get whipped off that line and beat around that end over and over again today. I'm not saying that he's not going to be a great player. He is. There's no doubt about it. These guys have the skills. They're just young, and they got to develop, but they have a long way to go. Some people thought that maybe these guys would find their way into that starting rotation, and I kind of thought that too. But after seeing what I saw today, especially from Brockemeyer, they have a long way to go. Also watched J.C. Latham get beat several times. He was lining up on the right side. So those guys, like I said, though talented, still have a lot to learn. I would expect maybe bigger things from them. Maybe them guys to crack the rotation next year versus this year. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see how they develop. Still a long way to go before that Miami game. Third takeaway I had from this. Want to see how the receivers looked. Jalen Waddle's leaving. Devontae Smith's leaving. Who's going to be able to step in there and be a contributor? We already know Slade Bolden can do a lot. We know what John Mechie can do. John Mechie's probably going to be the lead guy. But I wanted to see who else stood up. I thought Treshawn Holden made a lot of plays. He looked good a lot of times. But Adgie Hall was the guy that really stole the show today. I think he's going to be the major talking point coming out of this A-Day game. There was a lot of contested throws that he was able to go up one-on-one against the defender and come down with the ball on. He just made play after play. Made a good sideline catch where he kept his feet in bounds, fully extended out. Adgie Hall, I think, is going to be right out there with the first team come the fall. I think he's the guy that really stood out today. And even Nick Saban said, man, the guy's still got to develop, but he's a playmaker. He makes plays all the time. Sounds a lot like what Jalen Waddle was. Nick said the same things about Jalen Waddle, and Jalen Waddle was out there all the time. I think Adgie Hall showed us today that you're going to hear his name called a lot next year. The other takeaway I took from this was the first team offensive line. Now, I know there were a lot of guys that didn't suit up and play, but I wanted to see how they would hold up against what we're all expecting to be a really, really good Alabama defense. Like I said, you got to take it all with a grain of salt, but I thought that offensive line played pretty well today, the first team offensive line. They held up their own. Now, their defense got theirs. There's no doubt about it. I mean, Jalen Moody was an animal. Chris Braswell, 2 forced fumbles. He was making great plays. I thought Jalen Armour-Davis made good plays. There were a couple of times where he got his head around and was able to get a pass deflection against the receiver. But overall, I thought the first team offensive line looked really, really good. And, they're only going to get better because there were a lot of guys that didn't even play today. The last takeaway from this game that I think you could really maybe use towards the fall was our running back situation is good. We got a good running back situation. I don't really even think that was a mystery. We all knew that. But I thought Roydell Williams played good today. I thought Chase McClellan played good today. I think Chase McClellan is going to be in there. I mean, we know Brian Robinson will probably be the lead guy. We know that, maybe Keelan Robinson, he played a little bit today. Trey Sanders, I don't know. Like to see if Trey Sanders can work his way in there. But I thought Chase McClellan, he's always looked good to me. And I think he's going to be him along with Brian Robinson. I think those might be the 2 guys this year. But we knew we were going to be strong at running back. But those are just 5 takeaways I took from the A-Day game. Like I said, you got to take it all with a grain of salt because there were a lot of contributors that we know will be out there against Miami that just didn't even suit up today. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Was there anything else that stood out to you? I know Will Reichard missed some field goals today, missed like a 49-yarder, a 52-yarder, missed a 33-yarder. I was like, ugh. But I know it was windy out there. I'm not really worried about that. We know Will Reichard is a really good kicker. The backup kicker, Chase, I can't remember his name, but he hit a 49-yarder. That was a good one. But I know that might be a concern. I wouldn't worry about it, man. It's all rhythm, and I thought Reichard was hitting the ball well. But let me know if there's anything else that stood out to you guys. I appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we'll talk to you guys later.